Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com here with match number 2 with this week's Rogues Alley with the Grandmaster Training. Yes, we would, our Grandmaster in Training. I think that's a good name for the deck. Let's go ahead and keep this. It has basically most of the cards we want. Well, we don't have the white source yet. I think that's okay though. We are on the draw. A Wooded Foothills is going to grab the Blood Crypt and see if he thought seizes me here. This is okay, a Swiss Spear. So I do need to kill a Swiss Spear with a bolt. He probes. So this is probably suicide. Yeah, definitely a suicide. Suicide Zoo. So I do need to bolt it as quickly as possible. Unfortunately. There's a Displacer. This is going to take a damage to bolt off the Swiss Spear, but it needs to happen. Oh no, he's got a Mutagenic Growth for it. Okay, well, there's that. Wonder if he drew that with the bauble. So now I have to worry about it become immense. The Swiss Spear hand, the first turn Swiss Spear is insane with this deck. So another bauble. He's going to crack it. Not much. I need to draw into a white source here. Well, Thoughtseize will take my Serum Visions, most likely. He's going to take the Soulfire Grandmaster. Yeah, that's fine. He has the Become Immense. Available. And there's the Death Shadow. Yikes. Okay, so we go down to a 13. And we get an Eldrazi Temple. I think we have to Serum Visions here. And put this on top, bottom. We just go bottom, bottom. Because we do have the Eldrazi Displacer, but I'm pretty certain we're dead here. There's very few things that in this deck that could keep us alive. He's going to go get a Shockline and shock himself. Because now it's 8 damage, right? 9 damage right there. And there's a Teamer Battle Rage. Alrighty, so we are dead. We will go on turn number 3 with the format that is not supposed to consistently turn 3. Funny, funny. Alright, so let's go on to the sideboard here. We're going to bring in the Path to Exiles. I do like Thought-Knot Seer in this deck, in this matchup, and Spellskite. These are both very good. Stony Silence is okay for the baubles. Wear Tear, no. Crumble, no. Counterflux, no. Electrolyze. Electrolyze I actually don't like. It's like too slow. It doesn't really do anything. So Spell Snares are good for Teamer Battle Rage, but most of the stuff in the deck is 1-drop. This is the matchup where the Chalice gets really, really good. Chalice is incredibly good versus Death Shadow. So Visions is kind of awkward. Even Training Grounds is very awkward. I think we just have to stabilize here versus this deck. And so it's going to take all the cards that, yeah, basically stabilize us. I think Remand still want to stay in. Serum Visions still. Prophet of Distortion is unnecessary. I think Drowner comes out. Drowner, I could keep a 1-of in, but I think it's just too late. Deceiver Exarch is fine. I think I'm just going to take out some Training Grounds. We have the 1-of. I'll call that good. And we'll submit this. And I actually think I'm going to Flooded Strand here. And then pass. Because I really don't want to Lightning Bolt. See, there's a probe. He's down to 18. Down to 18. So I'm going to go get a Sacred Foundry. We'll actually wall here. Wall's very good. Thought-Knot Seer, we draw into, so if he wants to play like kind of the slow game to try to build up his hand, I think that we are in great shape. I can't mana leak anything here. But just a Goyf, which we can bolt off if I care. So I'll just go Flooded Strand again. And we'll pass turn. So he's going to Thoughtseize. Yeah, I think we need to mana leak that. And now he has to use a card to kill off the... Yeah, that's awesome. Uses a mutagenic growth to kill off the wall. So unfortunately we can't Thought-Knot Seer quite yet. We need a... That's actually a beautiful card. So we're going to Soulfire Grandmaster. I could still die to become a man's Temur Battle Rage. It's ridiculous that I should have actually tapped the Hallowed Fountain. Oh, insane. The Goyf might get me. So Temur Battle Rage puts him up to 10. I think we're actually fine here. Well, Lightning Helix him. Puts me up to a 17. Eldrazi Temple's great here because it allows us to Thought-Knot Seer away a Temur Battle Rage. Yeah, sure. And then we'll attack in with the Soulfire and then just double bolt him. Alrighty, so that worked out well. Not quite sure if we really care to bring anything else in again. Prophet of Distortion actually can come out and just be a blocker. I'm not certain that's good though. We'll keep it as is. We'll submit this. You can see how like Dash Shadow is actually pretty good at getting around like lightning bolts and Anger of the Gods. As a lot of their creatures become toughness greater than 3 quite easily. So it makes Death Shadow kind of more grindy, I would say, than Infect. They both have their advantages. Infect can just sneak in 10 points of damage or 10 points of Infect a lot quicker. Oh, this is terrible. We do have a Path to Exile. I think we ship this back. 6 lands. I would keep anything. If I had any other relevant card here, I'd keep it. And this gets back a Lightning Bolt. I guess we just keep this hand. I can't mulligan down too much further. And he does have the Swiss Spear and another Bauble. to attack in for 2. So we get a bolt here. I think it's in my best interest just to Steam Vents and to play tapped. He'll Street Wraith. We're really starting to get in that Become Immense zone. Another Swiss Bear. And another Bauble. There's the trips on the Baubles. And we hit the worst card in the world, another land. I'm going to try a Bolt. See if he's got Immunogenic Growth. He does not. So that's actually pretty decent. We get rid of 2 Swiss Bears. They're not the heaviest creature-based decks. They have Swiss Bears, Nicodles. Yeah. But we're not in much better shape. With land after land after land. And he does find the other Swiss Bear. So now I need to find a removal spell for the Swiss Bear. Which he sees my dud hand. Thoughtseize just to put himself lower life. Just to try to pump it up. Can he get the Teamer Battle Rage? Not quite. Yeah, I'm down to a 2. Which any relevant card now. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, that was a great card. Oh, the Death Shadow off the top. Yikes. And another one. No, that is just gross. So I need a Displacer here. Skyspawner's actually okay. Because it gives me 2 blockers. But that was the worst 2 cards like he could have drawn into his 2 Death Shadows. He just needs to keep pounding down. And I need to draw a Displacer. So here I could kill the Swiss Bear. With the Skyspawner. And then just lose my Spellskite. Which I think is the right play. Because I'm going to lose it anyway coming up here. It's not... I'm not getting out of this. It's the only thing I can draw into is that Displacer. Eldrazi Displacer. And we draw another island. So that was just more mana flooding than anything. And then it was down to whoever could top deck best. The problem with my opponent is they have a lot of draw spells. But that was very, very close. And a Goyf, yeah, Goyf would have done it too. But like in the Coddle, I don't think would have been. It's just Death Shadows we had to avoid after the fact. And then he did draw those Death Shadows. Going on to the next match. This is Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching.